60 years on this earth, and I've seen places that'd make your heart skip a beat or stop altogether. But Laos? It's like stumbling into a dream you forgot you had. A landlocked speck in Southeast Asia, squeezed between Thailand's glitter and Vietnam's hustle, Laos moves slowly, like it's got nowhere to be. In 2025, with the world screaming about AI and crypto, this place feels like it's humming a tune from the 1970s. Why's that? Maybe it's the misty mountains, the Mekong River carving through like a lazy snake, or the fact that nobody here seems in a rush to catch up with the modern world. This travel documentary isn't just about pretty views, it's about a way of life that's slipping away. Life in Laos is cheap, sure, but it's the strange things, the hidden gems, and, yeah, the beautiful women that make it stick in your craw. Stick with me, and I'll show you a country that's equal parts paradise and puzzle. Are you ready to step off the grid? Laos is home to 7.4 million souls, spread across a land the size of Utah. Most live in rural villages, where time feels like it's on a coffee break. The capital, Vientiane, has maybe 820,000 people. But it's less a city, more a big town with a chip on its shoulder. You won't find skyscrapers or Starbucks on every corner, just dusty roads, golden stupas, and folks who smile like they mean it. The cost of living in Laos is a steal. A decent meal at a street stall runs you $1.50, a beer's $1, and a basic hotel room, maybe $10 a night. But it's not just the price tag that pulls you in. It's the rhythm of daily life in Laos, unhurried, unpolished, raw. You'll see monks in saffron robes collecting alms at dawn, kids fishing in rivers, and old men sipping Lao Lao whiskey like it's the elixir of life. This ain't a place for folks chasing Wi-Fi or five-star resorts. It's for those who want to taste something real, something the world's forgetting. All right, folks, before we dive deeper into this travel documentary, do me a favor. If you're liking this glimpse into Laos, smash that like button. It helps more wanderers find this story. Drop a comment with your thoughts or where you're watching from. I read everyone. And if you want more tales from the road, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Let's keep exploring together. The culture of Laos, a tapestry woven with time. Ever wonder what holds a country together when it's got 49 ethnic groups and 82 languages? In Laos, it's not some grand national identity. It's the little things. The culture of Laos is like a patchwork quilt, stitched from centuries of tradition, Theravada Buddhism, and a stubborn refusal to bow to the modern world's frenzy. Walk through Luang Prabang, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and you'll see it. Temples glowing gold at sunset, the air thick with incense, and locals performing the bachi ceremony, tying white strings on wrists to bind good spirits. It's not just a ritual, it's a promise to keep the old ways alive. About 65% of Laotians are Buddhist, and their faith isn't a Sunday thing. It's woven into every day. Monks chant, families offer sticky rice, and even the Naga, mythical serpents, slither through folklore and temple carvings. But don't think it's all serene. The culture's got grit. Take the food. Larb, a spicy minced meat salad, hits your tongue like a firecracker. Sticky rice is king. 80% of meals revolve around it. Scooped up with fingers, no fuss. Then there's Lao Lao, a rice whiskey that'll knock your socks off. Locals brew it in clay jars, and it's 40% alcohol, cheap as water at 50 cents a shot. The people of Laos live simply. 73% are farmers, growing rice, coffee, or opium in the hills. Their homes are bamboo, their roads are dirt, and their wealth? That's measured in community, not cash. Yet, there's a shadow, the government's iron grip. The Lao People's Revolutionary Party runs a tight ship, and dissenters? They vanish. In 2022, a blogger named Jack was shot for speaking out. That's the paradox of beauty and control, side by side. Daily life in Laos, where time takes a nap. Picture this. It's 5 a.m., and the roosters are screaming. In a Laotian village, life's already stirring. Daily life in Laos is a dance between survival and serenity. Most folks, 80% of the population, live rurally, waking with the sun to tend rice paddies. Men plow, women transplant seedlings, and kids chase water buffalo. By noon, the heat's brutal, 90 degrees Fahrenheit in April, so families nap under stilted houses, fanning themselves with banana leaves. Come evening, the village hums. Women weave silks and skirts, men sip beer lao, and laughter spills from communal meals. In cities like Vientiane, it's different, but not much. Motorbikes buzz, markets brim with mangoes and chilies. And office workers earn $2,150 a year, peanuts compared to Thailand's $5,640. The cost of living in Laos keeps it grounded. A one-bedroom apartment in Vientiane costs $470 a month. A bus ride from Vientiane to Luang Prabang, 13 hours of rattling roads, is $40. But it's the pace that gets you. Nobody's checking their smartwatch. The internet's spotty. Only 43% of the country's online, and that's a blessing. You're forced to look up, see the mountains, hear the river. Strange things pop up, too. Unexploded bombs from the Vietnam War still litter fields, killing 100 people a year. Kids play near them, unaware. It's a haunting reminder of a war nobody talks about. Yet, life goes on, slow and stubborn, like the Mekong itself. The people of Laos, smiles that hide stories. Ever met someone whose smile feels like a secret? The people of Laos have that. They're warm, curious, but there's a depth you don't catch at first. Half are ethnic Lao, lowland folks who speak a tongue close to Thai. Then there's the Lao Viong, 30%, scraping by in the hills, and the Lao Sung, hill tribes like the Hmong, who face centuries of being pushed around. In 2019, 23% of Laotians lived below the poverty line, surviving on $1.90 a day. Yet, they'll invite you for a meal, share their last bite of tam mak hung spicy papaya salad, and pour you lao lao until you're dizzy. Women here are striking, not just for their looks, long hair, graceful skinny skirts, but for their strength. They weave, farm, and run markets. Yet 90% of trafficking victims are girls, aged 12 to 18, lured to Thailand or China. Men, meanwhile, carry a quiet pride, often chauvinistic, claiming Laos invented curry or silk. It's laughable, but it's their shield against a world that overlooks them. In this travel documentary, I can't skip the strangeness. Some men believe Naga spirits guard their rivers, while others bribe cops to avoid a $5 fine. Corruption's rampant minimum wage is $60 a month, so everyone's hustling. But their kindness? It's real. A stranger fixed my flat tire in Savannakhet, no charge, just a nod. That's Laos. Cost of living in Laos, a bargain with a catch. How far can $57 a day get you? In Laos, pretty damn far. This travel documentary wouldn't be complete without breaking down the cost of living in Laos. In 2025, it's one of Southeast Asia's cheapest spots. A night in a guest house in Luang Prabang, the tourist heart, costs $25 for a 3-star room with AC. In Vang Vang, it's $10. Food's a steal. A bowl of cow soy noodles is $2, a plate of grilled chicken hearts, $1.50. Transport's trickier roads are rough, and a 20-hour bus from Luang Prabang to Chiang Mai, Thailand, runs $50. Renting a scooter? $8 a day, but watch for potholes and drunk drivers. In 2023, Laos had no trauma centers, so accidents meant a risky dash to Thailand. The catch? Inequality. The top 1% hoard wealth, while farmers earn $2,150 a year. Inflation spiking, the kip dropped 30% against the dollar in 2022. Western comforts like burgers or imported beer jack up costs to $12 a meal. And don't expect fast Wi-Fi or reliable power. only 62% of rural homes have electricity. Still, for travelers, it's a haven. My daily budget in 2025, $15 for a room, $17 for food, $9 for transport, $16 for activities like temple tours. Total, $57. Visas, $50, good for 30 days. Cheap, but you trade convenience for authenticity. Hidden gems of Laos, secrets worth chasing. Ever heard of Muang Noi? Didn't think so. The hidden gems of Laos are like whispers you have to lean in to hear. Muang Noi's a riverside village, reachable only by boat, where karst mountains frame sunsets that'll break your heart. No Wi-Fi, no cars, just bungalows and locals who you like you're from Mars. In 2016, a traveler lost cash here to a shady guide. Keep your wits sharp. Then there's the Bolaven Plateau, a lush southern region with waterfalls like Tad Phane, plunging 400 feet. Coffee plantations in the area. Laos produces 30,000 tons annually, and a cup's $1.50, brewed from beans grown 10 miles away. Kong Lor Caves, another stunner 4.5 miles long, carved by the Hinbound River. A boat ride through costs $10, and you'll glide past emerald pools and stalactites. The Plain of Jars in Xiangkou is weirder. Thousands of stone vessels, some 2,500 years old, scattered across fields. Entry's $5, but UXO unexploded ordnance lurks nearby, so stick to paths. In 2023, 9 of 90 jar sites were cleared. These spots aren't on Instagram yet, and that's the point. This travel documentary is about finding what's untouched, where the world hasn't slapped a filter. Go now, before it's gone. Strange things in Laos, beauty with a twist. What's the weirdest thing you've seen abroad? In Laos, it's not just one thing, it's a parade of oddities. This travel documentary has to linger on the strange things. Start with the UXO, 260 million cluster bombs dropped by the US from 1964 to 1973, and 80 million didn't detonate. They're still out there, killing farmers, kids, anyone unlucky. In 2022, 100 died or were injured. You'll see signs, don't stray bombs. Yet, life buzzes around them. Then there's the Naga obsession, serpent spirits locals swear to protect rivers and cities. Temples carve them into stairs. Weavers stitch them into silk. In Vientiane, I saw a man pray to a Naga statue before buying a lottery ticket. Food gets weird too. Ever tried an egg soup? It's a delicacy, $3 a bowl, crunchy and sour. Or fermented fish paste, pa dake, which smells like a gym locker but tastes divine with sticky rice. Social quirks? Men drink Laohai whiskey through bamboo straws, passing it like a joint. Women rarely join, they're brewing it. And the government's grip adds a chill. In 2017, 3 folks got jail for a Facebook post. Laos is gorgeous, but it's not all zen. It's a place where beauty and danger share a bunk. Beautiful women and the soul of Laos. Alright, let's talk about the beautiful women of Laos. Not just their looks, but what they carry. Walk through Vientiane's night market, and you'll see them. Graceful and hand-woven scent skirts, hair dark as midnight, smiles that could melt a cynic. But it's their resilience that hits harder. Women in Laos are the backbone literally. They weave silk, sell pottery, and farm rice, often outpacing men. In 2024, women made up 60% of market vendors. Yet, they face a dark side. 90% of trafficking victims are girls, lured abroad with false promises. In 2019, 200,000 to 450,000 were trafficked in the Mekong region. Their beauty's not just skin deep. Take the Sen, a skirt that takes weeks to weave, with patterns of naga or elephants. It's art, worn daily, costing $20 to $50. At festivals like Lao New Year, they dance, water splashing everywhere, and you see joy that's unscripted. But there's a catch. Tradition binds tight. Women are expected to marry young, stay modest, and avoid monk's touch. In this travel documentary, I'm not romanticizing. I'm showing the truth. These women embody Laos stunning, strong, and caught between old ways and a world creeping in. Respect them, don't gawk. Closing. What's Laos teaching us? So, what's the takeaway from this ramble through Laos? It's a place that doesn't care about your TikTok followers or your 401k. Life in Laos is a middle finger to the rat race, a reminder that joy can live in a $1 beer, a sunrise over a rice paddy, or a stranger's smile. But it's not perfect. The bombs, the bribes, the silenced voices, they're real, and they sting. In 2025, Laos is at a crossroads. Chinese railways are coming, tourism's creeping, and the old ways are fading. I'm 60. Seen enough to know nothing lasts. This travel documentary isn't just a tour. It's a plea to see Laos before it's another Thailand. All malls and neon. Go, but go humble. Rent a scooter, eat larb. Chase a waterfall. Talk to the people of Laos. They've got stories the internet can't touch. And when you're back, staring at your screen, ask yourself, what's progress? Really? Drop a comment below telling me what you think of Laos or where you're headed next. Share this with someone who needs a nudge to wander. Let's keep the world's hidden gems alive, one story at a time.